The Unseen Struggles of Marilyn Monroe. Hey everyone, welcome back to Hollywood Dirts, where we uncover the raw, real stories hidden behind the glitz and glam of Hollywood's golden age. Today, we're diving into the life of one of the most iconic figures in film history, Marilyn Monroe. Known for her beauty, charm, and unforgettable screen presence, few knew the pain she carried behind the camera. From childhood trauma to betrayal and heartbreak, Marilyn's life was far more complicated than the perfect image she portrayed. This is the untold truth, the unseen struggles of Marilyn Monroe. 1. A traumatic childhood. Before she was Marilyn Monroe, she was Norma Jean Baker, a young girl shuffled between foster homes and orphanages. Her mother, Gladys, suffered from severe mental illness and was institutionalized for much of Marilyn's early life, leaving her daughter to be raised in a constant state of instability. She never knew her father, and the uncertainty of her upbringing left deep emotional scars. Marilyn often felt unloved and abandoned, creating a hole in her heart that fame could never fill. Her early years were marked by poverty, abuse, and neglect. She later revealed in interviews that she experienced sexual abuse at a young age while living with various foster families. These early traumas followed her throughout her life, contributing to the anxiety, depression, and intense need for validation that she carried into adulthood. Her beautiful smile often masked a lifetime of pain, and the spotlight, though bright, never healed those old wounds. The pressure of being a manufactured star. Marilyn was more than just a bombshell. She was molded, marketed, and sold as the ultimate fantasy, the blonde, breathy-voiced seductress. The studios gave her a new name, new hair, new identity, stripping her of Norma Jean and crafting Marilyn Monroe to fit Hollywood's mold. Behind the scenes, she fought hard to prove she was more than a sex symbol, longing for more meaningful, dramatic roles that showcased her true talent. But the more she pushed for creative freedom, the more resistance she faced. Executives saw her as a product, not a person. She was often underpaid compared to her male co-stars and had to fight for roles that gave her any real substance. Marilyn's desire to be taken seriously led her to start her own production company, a bold move for a woman in that era. Struggles with mental health and addiction. Marilyn's charm and grace on screen were often fueled by intense inner turmoil. Off-camera, she battled severe anxiety, depression, and insomnia. The pressures of fame, combined with the lingering trauma from her childhood, left her emotionally exhausted. She relied heavily on prescription pills, barbiturates, and sleeping aids to cope with the stress and sleepless nights. This led to a dangerous cycle of dependence, where she'd often show up late or disoriented on set, only worsening her reputation in the industry. Unfortunately, in an era when mental health was misunderstood and stigmatized, Marilyn didn't receive the care she truly needed. Instead, she was branded as difficult or unstable. She frequently felt alone, isolated, and misunderstood, even while surrounded by fans and fame. The glamorous world of Hollywood gave her everything, yet left her emptier than ever. Her mental health spiraled in silence, with few around her recognizing the depth of her suffering until it was too late. Love, betrayal, and the price of intimacy. Marilyn craved love, real, lasting, unconditional love. But her relationships often ended in heartbreak. Her marriages to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller were filled with passion, but also jealousy, emotional distance, and misunderstanding. DiMaggio struggled with her sex symbol status and fame, leading to controlling behavior and conflict. Miller, whom she saw as an intellectual equal, eventually admitted in his writings that he was disappointed in her, a revelation that crushed her emotionally. She also had rumored affairs with powerful men, including the Kennedy brothers, which only added fuel to the media frenzy around her. But behind the headlines, Marilyn was desperately searching for someone who truly saw and accepted her. Love, instead of being a sanctuary, often became another source of pain. She once said, "If you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best." But sadly, few ever truly saw both sides of her. The tragic end that shocked the world. The world was stunned. The golden girl of Hollywood was gone, leaving behind questions, conspiracies, and an overwhelming sense of loss. Her passing marked the end of an era, but also opened the door to conversations about the dark side of fame. Marilyn Monroe was not just a victim of her own demons. She was also a casualty of a system that glamorized perfection while ignoring pain. In her silence, she spoke volumes. In her tragedy, she became timeless. Her legacy isn't just about beauty and fame. It's also a cautionary tale about mental health, vulnerability, and the price of stardom. Marilyn Monroe remains a symbol, not just of beauty, but of vulnerability, strength, and humanity. She's become a cultural icon whose image has been reproduced endlessly, yet her soul often gets left behind in the conversation. The truth is, Marilyn's story is not just about Hollywood. It's about the countless people who wear smiles while silently suffering. She wanted to be taken seriously, to be loved deeply, and to be remembered for more than just her curves and smile. By telling her story honestly, we keep her legacy alive, not just as a starlet, but as a woman who mattered. Marilyn Monroe gave the world so much, yet the world didn't give her enough in return. Her story is more than red lips and white dresses. It's about survival, pain, and a search for meaning in a world that only saw the surface. If this story touched you, hit that like button, subscribe for more Hollywood truths, and drop a comment with your thoughts or favorite Marilyn moment. This is Hollywood Dirts, where the stars may shine bright, but their shadows still tell the real story.